Ayy.
Say hood.
SHAWT, nigga. Look. Say she like the way I floss. Say she like my stilo. I already know that I'm a boss. Go and call me Dlow. I need me a freak hoe. On your head like P.O. I be fucking up a band, they like SHAWT. We know. I mix purple with the lavin. Fuck them crackers, baby, crash. That's exotic that we ashin'. She just watchin' cut the fashion. Dollar bills. Dollar really got me sagging. Dollar bills. Gotta make shit happen. Thought you was the man, my boy, what happened?
Hey man, say man, you know what it is. It's your brother, none other, Brotha SHAWT, Devontae Peters, that alkaline man. Yes, him in the kitchen, man. Y'all been asking for these recipe videos, so I'm experimenting with some different concepts, some different ways. We're gonna educate you. So if you like this style, this setup, let me know. Today we're gonna make some quinoa and some lion's mane steak. It's very flavorful. As you see, we have various seasonings, various herbs, including cloves, cayenne pepper, sage leaf, dill weed, clove, basil, oregano. You see what I'm saying? And we have others such as sea salt, onion powder. But I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna let y'all know what we're working on when we get to it. As you see, I have my mane right there. Yeah, fresh lion's mane. Yeah, right there. I got my onions, you see what I'm saying, my cebollas, and then I got my tomatoes and my bell peppers, and I got me a thumb of ginger too. So with no further hesitation, let me go on and warm up this skillet so you can feel it. All get your notepads, man, we finna get right on to it. I just want to let y'all know, man, one thing with cooking the plants, right, is I got to give y'all the mindset and the orientation. This is a different way of cooking. I don't care if you know how to cook and all of that, but if you ain't cooking like this, sit up and listen. When we put in our plants, when we're putting plants in our mouth, right, we don't want them to be bland all the time. We want them to be flavorful. A lot of times when we eat vegan food, it's bland, it's dry, and use a lot. If you say it's good, you understand me? Don't be lying to us and traumatizing these good people out here that want to try other alternatives to what they've been growing up on, what they've been used to. And you say, hey, you got some quinoa, and you say it's good, and it's not. And then they say, hey, I don't like quinoa, I don't want to eat that anymore. I've been traumatized. You know, so that's what we're working towards, working through a lot of that devastation that's been going on in our community. But yeah, so I got my cast iron skillet. So what I was putting down is you definitely want to season your vegetables. It's the same thing with your meat. A lot of y'all aren't going to eat unseasoned meat. A lot of y'all already do. You see what I'm saying? But for the most of us, we don't eat unseasoned meat, but you're seasoning the meat with the vegetables, with the plant, with the herbs and the spices anyway. So we're going to skip the middleman. We're going to go straight to the source. Use that same ideology when we cooking our plants, all right? Just go ahead and put start boiling my water for my quinoa. We're using grapeseed oil today. You know, just to keep in mind, we really don't need to be cooking and consuming all this oil. However, you know, those of us that's trying to transition, it helps your transition easier when you kind of, you know, but also, you know, your blood pressure. You don't want that cooking oil and that margarine and that butter and everything like that. Go on that grapeseed or that avocado, even olive oil is not what that is, okay? Don't cook with olive oil no more because it has a low burn temperature, low burn point. By the time it's ready to cook with, it's already, or you're ready to cook with, it's already burned. We don't want to put no burnt oil in our bag, right? Boom. Also, you're cooking where? You got to be very aware and intentional with what you, not just what you're putting in your body, but with what you're cooking with, because that's also going to add, you know, either toxins or chemicals or minerals and nutrients to your dish. You understand me? So cast iron for your anemics and your iron deficient, the forced iron deficient population out there. Cast iron is a way to get extra iron in your food. If you're somebody who's iron sensitive and you don't need too much, you know, you might want to not cook with these if you can relate to that and understand that and appreciate that. All right, so, but we also have an example of what not to cook with. This is non-stick cookware. You don't want to cook with no non-stick cookware, all right? That's a no-no. Say no-no, all right? It's a no-no, non-stick. It's a toxic coating. It's a Teflon coating. It's a toxic chemical that actually contributes to birth defects, all right? So when we're being intentional, we want to know, hey, we're not just putting anything in our body, and we're most certainly not just cooking with anything either, because we don't want harmful chemicals to leach out into our bodies. Also, when you see these pots are scraped, and you have like discolored pots in your cupboard, that's, you know, that's coating and chemicals and metals that can be leached into your food, or right into your body. So that's important. That's why we got cast iron today. All right, so throw away all your pots out there and get with it. All right, I'm preheating my cast iron skillet. A lot of y'all already know this. Some of y'all don't, so I'm starting bare scratch. All right, we're gonna preheat this. When it comes to the heat, I'm gonna put my water up in here in one of these pots. I'm gonna put my contents in these pots, and we're gonna get to it. All right. So we're gonna wait for them to heat up, and we're gonna be right back. All right, so I typically would have made my quinoa in a pot, and I would have covered it. It just helps it steam better and cook a little better. But, you know, it's all right. We're gonna get into it, all right? So, let's start with our lions, man. So there's different ways you can do it. You can season your oil and have it already ready. We're gonna kind of lightly season our oil a little bit, if you don't mind. I'm gonna lower this heat, and I'm gonna pre-season my oil, just so when it hit that lion's mane, you wanna kind of get that flavor cooked into it. All these mushrooms, you know, they don't really have a flavor too much on their own, so you wanna just make sure you're getting that flavor up in there. And the thing about seasoning is, you know, if you want to create a recipe and replicate your dish, you know, you're going to want to kind of get get measurements. Unfortunately, that's something I haven't really got into yet. I let that ancestors whisper in my earlobe and say, my son, that is enough. That is enough. Dill weed, sage leaf, and clove. That is enough. And when they say that, that's kind of when I just stop. So right now, you know, I'm putting in my pan some cayenne, some basil, sage, you know, oregano. You know, the works. It smells really good. And you don't want to let it just sit there long, you know, because it will burn. So, you know, just mix it up, that's all. Yeah, just mix it up, don't let it burn. They try to burn in the middle. Alright. That's a lot of clove. Alright, we're gonna put some onion powder in here too. Now you gotta let the ancestors lead you as well. The seasoning is rich. So just get a measuring spoon or something and create your own recipe, or just trying to mimic my stroke. Alright. Oops. Oh, it smells good. Then we're gonna put a little sea salt up in there just to bring the little flavor out a little more. We ain't using table salt at all. That's a no-no too. Table salt is a no-no. Alright, once you get your stuff like this, let me see, let's test that.
Lion's mane. I'm gonna get in a little harder. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna coat my lion's mane up in that seasoning, up in that flavor. I'm gonna coat them now. Coat them. Alright, you see he dressed. The lion's mane got a lot of moisture in it. These mushrooms got a lot of that moisture. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of that moisture. So, you know, you just want to coat them real good. Alright, so this is the other part of the game. When you're making your steak, alright, you got it coated up in the flavor, both sides. Inside, upside, left side, right side. Now you want to kind of come with your other skillet.
Apply that froth.
You gotta apply that froth. Turn it down though. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? See what he looking like. Oh. So all that means I need a little more pressure. They coming along. Let me pour some of this out here. Okay, so you just checking the. Woo! Oh, okay, that looks good. That looks marvelous. Alright, I just want to put some more pressure on it. Flatten them out, even out. Be careful, use some oven mitts. I was a little unprepared, but safety first, always in the kitchen. You know, we don't ever want to forget that. Safety first, guys. Y'all think y'all can handle that? Is y'all ready for all of that? I don't know. Only thing I can't do is put the pressure that I would normally put on here, because I don't have my oven mitts. See all this water and moisture that comes from the lion's mane? You just kind of want to cook a lot of that out of it. Well, just depending on your texture, you know. A lot of people might want it well done. Some people want it medium rare. They want the lion's mane still bleeding. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever your style is, but That's really ready for real. Me personally, I would like mine cooked down a little more. But you know, excuse me, it's a matter of preference. So with my quinoa, our general rule of thumb is you want to use twice as much as water as the amount of quinoa you use. So I used about a full cup or this cup of water. So I'm gonna fill it with half the amount of quinoa. And typically I would have covered it up, or if that was with, you know, foil, saran wrap, whatever I had to do, or with the actual top, I would have did that, but you can't do that in this situation. So I'm gonna keep flipping these over to get that bottom and that top layer a little fried, a little more dry. Smell alright? Smell good? Great. Okay. Put a little agave on it. I shouldn't even have showed y'all that. That's a secret recipe right there. Secret ingredient. You know what I'm saying? Okay, these onions might have a little too much of this liquid in them. Baby that? So I'm gonna throw some bell peppers, and with the quinoa, put some ginger with the onions, ginger with the quinoa. Put some ginger with the lime, man. A little extra zest, a little bitty. Alright. So, we also, of course, have to season our quinoa as well. You can't leave that out. I was talking all about that non-bland quinoa. Quinoa. So just keep in mind, so I use basil. This is clove. Clove is one of those more pungent, more stronger herbs. So you don't want to use too much of that or it's going to ruin your dish. When you learn how to, you know, season, same thing with oregano. That's another pungent one. You don't want to use too much of that. It's going to overbear the dish. Cayenne pepper is another one. You don't want to use too much cayenne. Those are 3 herbs you want to be sparing with, but they want to overpower your dish. Sometimes ginger can be on the fence as well. Sometimes you can use a lot, sometimes it'll be more overbearing. Rosemary, we got a little rosemary up in this thing. Rosemary is in between. Sometimes it can be overbearing, but so I'll stay on the side of trying to not use too much of it, even though it's a really good taste. Sage, you can use more sage. Onion powder, you can use more onion powder. It depends on the dish, for sure. But when you learn that, same thing with sea salt too. You'll learn how to stay within the parameters of seasoning, you know, mindfully. You combine in flavor. Huh? What is this? Onion powder. This is onion powder. I use a lot of onion powder in my dishes. You know what I'm saying? I put onion powder on my onion. That's how you know it's real. Alright. Alright, we're gonna put some tomatoes up in here too. Put a little thyme in there for the one time. Allspice. Yep. We want that coconut milk to cook up in that quinoa. Yeah. Agave, give it a little gritty kind of grits vibes. Oh, there it is. We're gonna let all this cook down a little more. We're gonna present y'all with a taste test, a real one. I'll put this in a blender and blend it into the sauce. How the Africans be making their food in Africa. They be beating the shit out their food. If it's nasty, be like, trying to see, should I mash it up more? Because if I run through the strainer, this is still chunky for the strainer. Or should I strain it, or should I just have chunky sauce?
I don't think it matters.
It wouldn't really matter. Now, it'll taste more clean if we strained it.
Okay, we're trying again.
Alright guys, as you see, we're making progress, made a lot of progress in it. Didn't take too much time. Got the quinoa going, it's really ready. I just don't want it to be as soupy. So I'm letting some of the water, the water content cook out so it can be a thicker finished product. But as you see, it's busting off the frame right now. We got the lion's mane steak looking like wagyu right now. Y'all see, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna try. Look like a 50 ounce, $999.99 steak. You feel me? I don't know. I outdid myself. Michelin star. You know what I'm 5-star rated. You understand me? This is an experience. Not only is this delicious, it's very nutritious. This is lion's mane. Yes, not only is it delicious, it's nutritious. This is lion's mane hericium aromaceous. That's very good for the brain and the gut. There's a connection, all right? So we also got our sauce. We're gonna experiment with a more of a soupy sauce, a more liquid-based sauce, and then we have the chunky sauce. I really think it's really ready to taste. Y'all wanna taste it?
We're ready.
You ready? All right. So we brought some special guests, some taste testers. That's gonna keep it real on the alkaline. We're gonna let y'all know how they truly feel. this is the I'll put the liquidy sauce on the left. Put a little chunky sauce in the middle. You want to see the Wagyu, the steak, tomato sauce, got the quinoa, looking very delectable. Under that tomato sauce on the right, the soft sauce, we got the chunky sauce in the middle. You see what I'm saying? Baby girl is gonna try it. And we just want you to keep it real. If you're not feeling it, just let us know. But if you're feeling it, baby, let us know. All right? Oh, the snake part?
Yeah. That's like some juicy steak.
Okay.
All right, here we go. It's really good. It's good. It balances. I was a little concerned, I ain't gonna lie. I seen you adding some agave and cayenne and clove. I was like, oh shit, this shit gonna be salty. But nah, you knew what you was doing.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
You knew what you was doing. Mm-hmm.
So how's the sauce? How's the sauce? Talk to me.
It's well balanced,
Well balanced.
flavorful.
Okay, flavorful.
Trying to figure out what does this put me in a mind of, but it doesn't put me in a mind of anything. It's just a gourmet vegan dish.
You said it's a what?
Gourmet.
Gourmet vegan dish, baby. Nothing regular, okay? It's an experience. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. So come on down. Be my next taste tester. Oh, hold on. So what about the quinoa? Come on, man. Hey, I hope y'all learned something. I hope y'all learned how to replicate this. If you didn't, I'ma do it again. Let me know in the comment section. Holler at us. If you tried this meal and you tried it, tell me how they come out.
Send some pictures, some videos.
Yeah, tag us too now.
Let us see that presentation.
Come on, man. Let me see your Wagyu, Jack. Let me see that Wagyu, man. Yeah. You kind of taste the coconut milk in the.
It's perfect. I promise you I was worried. I was like, oh shit.
You want to try a little bit? I want to let the little young man try.
My bad, Liam. You want this half?
Yeah.
You can sit down.
Young man said he wants some Wagyu too.
Oh, I got the clove too. But it's not.
Overpowering.
You let it cool off. I mean, love it.
That's good.
Oh yeah? Come on, why? You like that part too? Man, that's lion's mane steak. You know about that lion's mane, brother?
I'm good. That's good, dog.
Man, I'm glad you tried it, man. I'm being brave enough to try my food.
That's good.
SHAWT, nigga. Look. Say she like the way I floss. Say she like my stilo. I already know that I'm a boss. Go and call me Dlow.